If you've ever driven down Cottage Hill Road, chances are you've seen this sign for the Rapture Preparation Center. News 5's Jason Carter noticed it too, and he went to the church to find out more. His story is not about the end of days so much as it's about the church and the people inside.
Good evening. While most Christian churches preach about the end days, the Rapture Preparation Center has been focused on it for nearly 30 years. They lean on biblical teachings and current day events to encourage their congregation to be ready.
I don't think nobody would disagree with us that we're in turbulent times and that the second coming of Christ is evident.
It can be difficult to talk about, even harder to understand, but every one of us will eventually die.
You're leaving this earth whether you like it or not.
So Pastor Stephen Shaw picked up where his father left off 12 years ago. He assumed the pulpit and started preaching biblical principles, including the tribulation.
To make people aware of the times. Because the scriptures plainly tells us when you see these things begin to happen, look up, lift up your head, open your eyes, your redemption draws now.
Shaw connects biblical prophecy with world events.
Israel is our time clock, and in the historical narrative of armies and wars that are so close to Israel in geographical proximity, but can't attack them, is just amazing.
But he says society reveals an even bigger indicator.
The Bible tells us perilous time will come. Men will become lovers of themselves. You have never seen such a more sensitive time of people just gravitating towards themselves, not loving their neighbor, not lending hand to their fellow brother, their fellow sister. And I see just such an arrogance and such a condescending nature that's in the world.
The message is not intended to scare church members, but serve as a reminder.
We know that this is a sign of the times, but we are a church that are concerned about people.
They're trying to prepare you. It tells you in the name that they're trying to prepare you.
It's not something I wake up in the morning and say, oh, the rapture could come, but I've consistently lived a certain lifestyle to where when I wake up, the first thing I'm going to say is, thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning.
Lord, I need a word.
In the Bible, in Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16, it says, "For the Lord himself will come down from heaven with a loud command, with the voice of an archangel, with the trumpet call of God." A verse never too far from the teachings of the Rapture Preparation Center.
The day that you do not prepare is the day that it might happen.
The Rapture Preparation Center hosts services in Mobile and Moss Point, Mississippi every Sunday. They also have additional prayer services during the week. Reporting in the studio, I'm Jason Carter, WKRG News 5.